John Sculley, author of Moonshot, which is really a fascinating take of what's happening with technology now. And in your view, it gives us the opportunity to see the creation of transformative businesses. What is it about technology that's enabling that?
Well, what's really interesting to me, because I think of myself as a marketer building brands, even though I've been in high tech for 33 years. And the incredible technologies that are happening with cloud, with mobility, with data analytics aren't just about the technology story. It's about the power shift in the marketplace story, where power is shifting from incumbent companies who have been long established leaders in their industries to suddenly their customers are paying more attention to the opinions of other customers than they are to these established incumbents. And it's shifting the ground rules and opening up opportunities for incredibly amazing, game-changing companies.
Before we get to specific companies, let me ask you about industries. What industries are ripe for this kind of disruption? One area we're seeing a lot of M&A activity, for instance, right now is telecom and cable. Is that an area where you see big opportunities for disruption?
Well, I think we're going to see amazing transformations in those industries, but it's not limited to those industries. In fact, it's touching every B2B industry, every B2C industry, not just here in the United States, but all over the world. But let's take telecom as a good example of that. The cable industry has dominated for years the way we get television. And yet, if you look at millennials, they don't sign up for cable television. They get their video content streamed over the web. And what we're seeing now is that the constant raising of prices by the cable multiple service operators has made this like $200 a month for many people. And the quality of the service is hated by a lot of people. One company, I won't mention its name, a very famous cable company, has the unfortunate position of being ranked the worst customer experience in America 2 years in a row. So here you have overprices, bundled services of video that most people don't watch, and a customer experience for many of the cable services which people don't like. Well, that's an opportunity ripe for disruption.
All right, I'll mention the name so that I'll get the blame, and I believe that is Comcast that shows up in those surveys. What other companies to you look like they have lost this idea of focusing on the customer and utilizing these new technologies available?
Well, if I had told you even 6 or 7 years ago that McDonald's would be in desperate trouble, you would have looked at me as, isn't that a pretty odd thing to say? McDonald's has dominated fast foods for decades. It's the largest fast food company in the world. And yet today its back is up against the wall. Why? Because they forgot about the customer experience. And so in an era where customers are shifting their opinions towards better quality food, more emphasis on nutrition, concerns about obesity, McDonald's finds themselves in all of the wrong locations, a menu that is far too long, so you wait in line far longer than you would at other fast food restaurants. The food is on the bad side of things that lead to obesity, and they are struggling to reposition themselves, and it's not easy because they've let this thing drift for the better part of a decade.
John Sculley, author of Moonshot, it's been great chatting with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rhonda.